Hey y'all, thank y'all for being here. I found a live where Sunny went live dropping some gems. I said this would be a great watch for you guys. So we're gonna share it, okay? Because she's talking about some really good stuff. So watching the people around you and whatnot. Y'all know Sunny always throw some gems in, she throw a little shade in there too. So let's get into this live, okay? Shout out to Sunny. All right, and let's go. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion. Thanks for being here, guys. Sunny going live.
Hey, what's up now? Hey, happy, what was it, Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. I hope you all are doing well. So I got a little message today. I'm on our way to handle some business or whatever, but I got a little message today. So, and this is really for people who are spiritually aware, people who are maybe on a walk with Christ and on a walk with like just getting closer and in tune with that. And this is even for the people who may not even be attached to any of that. This may be for somebody who don't even believe in God or religion or spirituality. Okay. So something happened to me yesterday that I had to testify with my friends. But it was over the course of time, not just yesterday. But when you begin to become aware of your surrounding, and not just like your physical surrounding, like people in front of you, places that you're at, but when you become, I'm talking about aware of your spiritual surrounding. Because, I mean, science, even if you don't believe in religion or you don't believe in God, science tells you that the world is based off of energy. So you know that there's an energy source somewhere, even if you don't believe, right? But for my believers, there's a spiritual realm as well as a physical realm. When you leave here, your spirit continues. God is not here necessarily in the physical, but he's here in the spiritual, right? Okay. Us human beings, we're here in the physical, but we're also here in the spiritual because we have two beings. We have our physical being and then our soul, right? When we depart from the body, our soul goes on to the spiritual realm. So even if you don't believe in religion, you got to believe that there's an energy or there's a source beyond what the eye can see. All right, cool. We're on the same page with that. So being aware of like the spiritual realm is the next level of consciousness. It's the level that's beyond what we see, beyond the surface, beyond the physical things that we can touch, smell, grab. It's knowing that there's an energy above and beyond. So when you become aware of that, you understand that certain people possess certain energy, certain spirits and things like that, right? Like, you've been around somebody before and your gut may tell you like, you know, it's something about this person that ain't right. Their energy is off. And most likely you need to listen to your gut, because you're sensing something on the spiritual realm or energy realm with this person. You're sensing that they're not right. They may come off, you know, on the outer layer, like, okay, I'm cool, I'm trustworthy. Whole time they got some demons or whatever on them. So, this happened to me once where I was like, I became so aware of a situation that, do you ever heard of a monitoring spirit? So there are literally energies and spirits around you monitoring you, trying to connect the dots between you and other people or other sources that it can pull from you. Because when you're when you're aware of spirituality, then you are aware of more spiritual warfare as well that's happening on or around your life, right? Because you can see things a little clearer. You see things on a different realm, beyond surface level. You see it on a spiritual level as well. So when you're in that part of awareness, then you start to have more spiritual warfare, because the enemy realizes that you have a gift of, number one, discernment, and you are in tune with your spirituality, right? So you are therefore a threat for whatever the plan the enemy may have. So when you become aware, like I said, you experience more warfare, and you start to really peep things on that level. You can look at somebody, you could be around somebody, they ain't even got to speak words, but you can feel their energy, their spirit, that something's not right.
Yep.
Well, let me tell y'all, I had a situation like that recently where I was around a couple of individuals who I feel like are like-minded individuals who are in tune with the spiritual realm, right? And they were discussing an individual. And we all know this individual, whatever. And they were kind of testifying with each other on the negatives, you know, things that they experienced with this individual. So I'm like, okay, listening, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, yeah, that's true. That's right. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm agreeing, but I'm not saying it out verbally. Because for whatever reason, I just chose not to speak those words. I just held it in internally. And let me tell y'all, that spirit of monitoring was there at that table. And what I mean by that spirit of monitoring was waiting and listening of what was being said about that person. And it literally ran back to that person and connected with that person. Because that same, you know, within that same time frame, that person, the person that was being discussed reached out to me or whatever. And I was like, wait, am I tripping? At first I was like, wait, I can't be tripping. But it was not a coincidence. It wasn't by chance. Within that time frame, that individual literally reached out to me. So I wanted to point out that there is a spirit of monitoring going around. Like, the enemy literally places things and people around you to monitor what you're doing, whether it's good, whether it's bad, trying to seek its way to find itself in to perpetrate your life, your friends, your family, and whatnot. Like, it's always looking for a way to get in, a way to attach yourself to things and people and places and stuff around you that you are more keen to. Because it's always looking to seek and destroy. You know what I'm saying? So be careful of what you engage in. Be careful of what you speak. Try to monitor your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And be careful of attaching yourselves to individuals when you feel that energy is not right, when you feel that their spirit is off. I'm not saying you got to be around Bible-toting people or whatever I'm saying. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying It's time for us as individuals, as people, as humans, as Black people, as a community, to become a little bit more aware of the surface level things that are going on in this world. You know, looking good, smelling good, eating good, all these things, when that really ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in the spiritual realm. It's way deeper than that. Life in this world is way deeper and bigger than that. And I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in what's happening and what's in the media and what's going on, and then, that we're so far away from the actual being in tune and in touch with the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? And it'll show for sure when the time comes. It will show.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thank God, and I just thank the Holy Spirit for me being able to recognize the difference between the two, to have discernment, to realize and start to recognize demons and spirits around you, because they are real.
Yes, they are.
You know, there are real demons, real spirits, and they attach themselves, and they will attach themselves to whoever they can, whoever does not have the proper amount of covering, the proper amount of connection to God. They will use anybody and anything as a host to get you, to perpetrate your life. And it will come in the form of a friend. It will come in the form of a family member. It will come in the form of a lover.
Mm-hmm.
It can come in the form of anything that you would open up to, because it's trying to disguise itself as a friendly thing. Whole time it's only set out to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be over here preaching. I'm just telling you all about experience. And it was so happened that all this stuff was happening. And I realized that God had showed me, like, dang, that was a monitoring spirit was sitting at that table listening,
Mm-hmm.
and touched that person's soul and went back and delivered the message, right? And then that person, it was so strong on them that they reached out to me in that moment. And I was like, mind blown, because I'm like, it's not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. You know, kind of like how you're talking on your cell phone these days, and you'll say, oh, I think I want to get a new purse. You may say it out loud. Then the next thing you know, you got purse ads popping up on your feed. You think that's a coincidence? No. That's because Facebook has set up a system to monitor you, to monitor your words, to monitor your algorithm and the things that you click on and the things you like. You know, you want to see what type of time somebody is on, you can look, you can say, hey, let me see your phone. Look at their Instagram or their Facebook, and there will be a certain type of algorithm. Whether they like to watch violent videos, there's going to be a whole bunch of violent videos. Whether they like to sit up and lust after women, there's going to be a whole bunch of big booty BBL women on their timeline. They like to watch funny videos because they just like to laugh throughout their day. You're going to see a whole bunch of laughing videos and funny videos. It's not by happen chance that that's happening. That is the monitoring that's going on. So I just challenge you to think, like, if Facebook and Instagram has the technology to monitor you, you don't think the devil does?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think the devil is monitoring you too? Trying to see how he can get you to click and like and fall for a trap? This technology that we use and that we have discovered, it's nothing new. We have just, as humans, learned how to make it come to and use it for our own ability. But this technology was put into somebody's mind because it already existed. But it existed in the spiritual realm. So I just challenge you to dig a little deeper, think a little bit outside of the box. That's my dog, y'all. If y'all wondering what that sound is, he's riding with me today. He loves to go for a ride. Ain't that right, Pootie? You want to go for a ride? You want to ride? You love it. You so happy. Yeah. So it just blew my mind. And I thank God in that moment, because I was like, thank you, Lord, for giving me the discernment. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to see and to know the difference of a coincidence. You know, we think stuff happens by luck. We think stuff happens because we're just these chosen individuals, in which you can be chosen. But no, you're being tested and tried every single moment of your life. You are being tested and tried, even in the good moments. God wants to see, okay, even if I give you the glory and I give you the grace, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to thank me and put me in the forefront of that? Or are you going to take all the glory for yourself?
That's deep.
Then he watches us and challenges us when we're in our lowest moments. Are you going to curse my name? Are you going to be mad at me? Are you going to have a bitter heart? Or are you going to lean into me for understanding? Or are you going to build your faith up even stronger? Are you going to pass the test? We're always being tested. We're always being tried. Everything. Life is full of lessons. And are you going to do what you're supposed to do, what God wants you to do in those moments? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So I just wanted to share that a little bit with you, because it was something that happened and it was a revelation to me. And I testify with my friends, my sisters in Christ, but they are my friends. And we talk about God often. So I called a couple up that was, that had something to do with that moment. And I was like, and they was on the same page, because they get it. And that's another thing. Make sure your circle is tight. We're in a day and age where you gotta make sure you got a circle. And I ain't talking about a circle of bad, bad bitches, if we say, or baller niggas with paper and all. That's all good and dandy, and that's cool to have people around you who are motivated, who are, making strides in those areas. But make sure you got some friends that can hold you accountable. Make sure you got some friends that can go to war for you on the spiritual realm, who can pray for you and pray you up out of some shit, not just fight up out of it. You want a couple of them too when you need to call and get the whoop whoop going on. But make sure you got some friends that you can be sisters and brothers in Christ, and you can lean on for spiritual support. Make sure you got a couple of them on your roster, baby, because the type of times we're headed in, and the type of world that this is not getting no better out here, you got to have you a couple real riders. So make sure your clique is tight when it comes to that. And even if it's just 1, 2, or 3, God says when 2 or more come together and agree, then he's pleased.
Come on now,
Even
Pastor
if it's just
Sunny.
2 or 3. Make sure you got some, like I said, make sure you got some friends that's praying for you. Okay, not just going to the club and kicking it with you, popping bottles with you, getting drunk and high with you. It's got to be deeper than that. I mean, just take a look around you. And then if you take a look around you and you realize what's going on and where we're going and where we're headed as a nation, as a people, as a race, stuff ain't getting no better out here. You know what I mean? It's only getting more difficult. It's only getting more trying. I mean, all you gotta do is click on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. All day long, you got women exposing themselves, gyrating their booties on, twerking, booty, vagina, boobs, whatever you want to see. Men flexing and I got this, and talking about what the woman brings to the table, and I'm the prize, and all this crazy talk, right? It's nothing wrong with thinking that you are good and thinking that you are a prize. Everyone should have a certain love for themselves, but we're just getting in a space where people are just so vain. Vanity is going to kill us. People are so vain and thinking they so great and thinking they all this and that. whole time we are nothing without God. Nothing without, your millions and your body and and your whip and all this. We are nothing but flesh and bone and dust that will become dust one day. We're leaving out of a space of humility and we're going into a place of just vanity. And there's nothing wrong with looking good and feeling good. I'm not damning or condemning those. I'm just saying that humility is how we honor God. God only wants you to be humble to him. Doesn't mean you got to go around being humble to everybody, because people take advantage of humility. But God does want us to be humble to him. I don't know about y'all. I'm just getting a little tired of the surface level stuff. I am. I'm tired of it's like, and then our people be the ones that's most influenced by all the BS. Like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were talking about, Black family. I actually met with a lady who wants to do a documentary about her family and the successes that they've had and how they came from nothing, her and her husband, and they built this family, empire, and that they're proud and they want to share their story of how you can come from nothing, but your children and your grandchildren their lives can be much different if you pour into them a certain kind of way. And we were talking about the importance of family, of Black family, talking about Black family structure and stuff like that. And one thing I hit on was like, it's crazy how they soup us up to believe anything, and we be falling for the shit. And then you take a look around at the other cultures and other races, and they are not even on that type of time. For an example, I'll give you a one thing, how people say, like, you cannot do business with your family. Don't do business with your family. And I challenge us to say, or to think about this, like, why would we do business with our family when every single race does business with their family? Only, mostly. You walk into an Arab store, their brothers, their cousins, uncles, their fathers are in there. Sometimes the wives, sometimes the daughters, not often. You walk into a Chinese restaurant, it's the mom, it's the dad, it's the son, it's the brother, it's the uncle, it's the cousin, or even a nail shop. You look at a construction company full of Mexicans or Latinos, it's the family, the mother, the brother, the uncle, the sister, the cousin. I can keep going. So why is it that we are running around believing the lie of don't do business with your family? You know why they don't want us to do business with our family? Because if we messed around and realized that there was power, numbers, and strength in the family, and if I built my cousin up, my sister up, my brother up, my uncle up, and then we started to build generational family wealth, then we become a problem. Then we become a force, a problem to them, but a force to us. Because now I can break the family curse of not having no money. If we're building the money together, now I can lean on my cousin because my cousin has the same money that I have, has the same credit that I have. We're sharing our resources. It's not the Black family getting divided like my household, me, mine. Right? It's us. It's we. We the only ones running around like steady saying the same dumb lies that we've been told, like, oh, don't do this. And we are all say this because we've been hearing this shit for years, for generations. We've been hearing this. But then when you really look around at the world as a whole, they doing just the damn opposite of what we over here believing. Who told you that? When people say stuff like, well, they say woo, woo, woo. Who is they? We got to start asking, who is the they that said that shit? And why are we believing these lies? Why are we regurgitating these false narratives, living our lives off of it, sticking to it, and then wondering why we have not made certain strides as a community and why we are still in certain places as a community, as a whole. I'm not speaking towards the individual who's figured it out. I'm talking about the majority of us that have not. The majority of us that have not. And that was just one lie that we've been told that we live. That was just one lie that we've been told that we live. There's so many others. I'll give you another example of another lie that we've been told that we believe and we run with. They got our men, and when I say our, I mean black.
Mm-hmm.
They got our men running around here talking about, you got to sow your royal oats before you really find the one. You need to get out there and play the field, and you need to have as many women as you can. And, you know, do your thing, boy. Go out here and do your thing. Go be a female. Go be a male. HOE. Go out here and play these women, and, right? And then what we do? As soon as we have a cute little baby boy, what we do? My son gonna be a player. My son gonna be a heartbreaker. We're speaking these words of our kids as soon as they come out because they look like something. I don't know a damn thing yet. But ooh, he fine, ain't he? He's so cute. He gonna break all these women's hearts. Yeah, he is, because you just put that on his life. That's exactly what he's gonna do. And you're gonna be proud of that. And then we wonder why there's a cycle of so many broken-hearted women who are now becoming like men, who are now taking on the personality of men, who are moving like men, who are being promiscuous like men, who are taking on the mindset, girl, I'm gonna just do this because it's fun and I ain't got whatever it is, what it is. But when you look around, look at the other cultures. What are they doing? Just the opposite. We have our men thinking, nah, you don't want to get married, man. That's like a ball and chain, bro. That's like hell. Right? This is the second part of that lie. You don't want to get married, dog. You want to stay out here, do what you want to do and move how you want to move. I'm finna combat this lie. What's funny is they tell our men that, right? White boys, as soon as they get out of college, or even before they get out of college, they get married. You can go in a room and this is statistically, everything I'm talking about is facts. I went to school for psychology and sociology. I got a degree in it. What I'm saying is facts. You can go in a room full of 30 white young professional men. You can go in a room of 1,000 of them, right? Just throwing numbers out there of white men that are 30 years old, professional, whatever. And I can guarantee you 90% are married. They have rings on their fingers because they are raised to find you a wife. Have a little fun. Yeah, okay, in college, figure yourself out some, but you want to get married as soon as possible so you can start building generational wealth and building your family. They understand the importance of that. Look at every other culture. You don't see a whole bunch of single Indian men walking around here, do you? I'm talking about the ones, that have the red dot for their heritage. Do you see a whole bunch of them running around here single? When you see them with their wives and their children, don't you? Asian men. I don't see a whole bunch of single Asian men hanging out at the club every weekend. No, they're at home with their families. And we can keep going. I don't see a whole bunch of bachelors you can take that same 1,000 of Mexican men, 30 years old, put them in a room. How many of you think them got children and families at home? The majority. Now you put us in the room, 1,000 of us in the room, and the numbers are the complete opposite. Probably only 20% is married with a wife and family. But I can guarantee you 80% got a couple baby mamas, if not one, more than one. We've been living these lies that they've been putting into our lives for way too long. Spread yourself thin, because they tell our men to spread themselves thin because they understand that if he put all his energy into one woman, one household, how much power he would have, how solid that household would be, how solid his wife would be, and his children, his legacy would be. If he put all that energy and kept all his seeds for one household, do you know how strong he would be? Whole time our men don't even realize that it makes you weak when you spread yourself thin. When you don't have control over your legacy because you have 5 children in 4 or 5 different homes with 5 or 4 or 5 different women. Now you have no control over your seeds because you can't be in all those places at one time. Now, for those who believe in the polyamorous relationships and polygamy, hey, I'd rather see that than a bunch of broken homes. I'm just be honest with you. If you're going to do it like a village and that's something y'all all want to do, hey, it's better than leaving it all broken and open. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. But I'm speaking from a place of education because, you know, I went to school for psychology, but not only that, I'm looking at the world in front of me. I open my mouth, I talk to cultures, I ask white men, what are your beliefs in marriage? Oh yeah, I definitely need a wife. It's a definite. Now there's few out here that don't get married and stray away from the family traditions and norms, but that is what they're taught. Meanwhile, we're taught to be players. It's in our music. That's why they allow it, because they understand that if you're listening to something every day, you're going to believe it. We're not going to be able to decipher entertainment from reality. You know what I'm saying? So they spew that into our music. They spew it into our whatever we you know, are engaging in daily, so that we can begin to believe the lies or whatever. And I'll just be like, I'm over that. You know, I want to get my little piece of the pie sometimes and move up out this country. Y'all can have it. That's how I be feeling sometimes. Like, and then we over here killing each other because of a neighborhood that we don't own.
Misha.
Nigga, what? Killing each other and robbing each other of cars and dumb shit, money and gang stuff and just the dumb. We over here just turn each other up over nothing. Meanwhile, everybody else is focused on a straight and narrow path, understanding that family is the core of everything, but yet they got us thinking it's the worst of everything. I'd much rather do business with my family. I'd much rather do business with my friends. Right? Like, why wouldn't I? What? Make it make sense. Why wouldn't I want to do business with my family and my friends? And they got Negroes thinking, don't do no business with your family. You know, that's the rule number 1. But tell me where everybody else is doing business with their damn family. Every other culture, that's the first people they do business with. The first person they invest in. The first. And really the only, if they can. They would keep it all in-house if they could. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. Bogus. I got to move my phone because it's getting hot. But now, what are you hot? I got the AC on. Then another thing. Oh, your vent was off. Full. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my dog together.
Speaking facts, I know that.
I'm sorry, Pooh. You good now? Okay. Your AC on now, Pooh. Now let's see. Good boy, Stain. Good boy, Stain. So that's all. I'm just, I'm just putting my 2 cents out there. And you say that's why they hate the Mexicans. They be getting money together as a family. Baby, what? The Mexicans will be 20 deep in the house and getting all our construction money because we can't rely on our own people, right? So we got to go get the Mexicans, right? So they be in that house 20 deep, getting all our money, cash money. Next thing you know, they pulling up in that brand new F-150. Like, wait a minute. Y'all was just cooped up in a van. But they understood the mission. One of my newer friends that I met through my husband, I had approached her about some stuff or whatever. And I'm like, look, sis, we built our own relationship, over this time since we've met. And I told her, I'm like, if I'm finna start this one business this is a business I've been wanting to start. You do the business already. Why wouldn't I want to link with you and do it with you? A lot of us will be like, no, I'm finna go start it on my own. I'm gonna do it on my own. I want my own. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. I know what you mean. You want to have your own, right? But I'm the type, I'm gonna rather link up with my friend and do the business with my friend because she already doing it. Why would I create a division? Not that it's competition, but it is kind of like competition if y'all both doing the same business and y'all 1 degree of separation. Why wouldn't I link with my friend that's already doing the same business and try to grow and expand upon that? Especially when she's already successful. I know I have certain values and I can add to anybody's plate. Why wouldn't I link with my friend and do the same shit? And we link up. Now we're that much of a force because we've linked up together. It's crazy to me how we think sometimes. I guess I'm just different when it comes to that. It don't scare me to go do business with somebody. It don't scare me to start a business with somebody that's like-minded. I actually love it. How you think these people get so wealthy? You think they just doing all this shit by themselves? Some of these like skyscraper buildings and these apartment units, hundreds of units. You think one person owns that? Hell no. What you say, Carl? Our focus is on the wrong damn thing. And you ain't lying. We worrying about gator boots and up them thought Gucci shoes.
Hey.
Ain't got no job, but I stay fly. Meanwhile, people really over here building wealth, generational wealth, passing down the wealth, baby. Their family name gonna always be rich. They kids and kids and kids and kids will never have to get it out the mud because I did that for you. That's what type of time I'm on, man. Oh, that's what type of time. So if you on that type of time, stay connected with me. But if you ain't, it's cool too. More power to you. I ain't got nothing but love for you. What Pac say? I ain't got nothing but love for you. I ain't mad at you. I just can't get too close or spend too much time with you because that ain't the type of time I'm on. And time is not ours. So I ain't gonna keep giving you all my time and that ain't what type of time you on. We just ain't on the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know we got people that preach this. And y'all be getting mad at the people that's preaching unity. I'm tired of hearing all that positive shit. You're like, wait a minute. Here they go with that preacher. Here she go. It's like, yeah, here I go. Because that's what I'm on. You know what I mean? But I'm just not about to talk. I'm walking that walk. You'll see in a minute. You'll see. I'm going to uplift the people around me. Continue to uplift the people around me. Continue to be like, hey, you want to do? I've always been that girl. And anybody that really know me, I've always been that girl that bring people to my table. Bring people to an opportunity. Always expand upon an opportunity. From when I start doing reality shows and I'm running around town doing that, when I'm trying to do whatever I'm trying to do, I always be like, hey, you want to do it too? Or I always try to include the people around me because I understand the concept of community. I understand the concept of building with to be bigger. I always understood the powers in numbers. That's why, like, when I played sports and stuff like that, I always had a winning team. Baby, I'm going to keep some winners with me. Huh? What you thought? And that same energy that translates from sports translates for me in real life. I'm always keep some winners around me, baby. Uh-uh. No loser circle over here. Period. I have met strangers and broke bread with them. No problem. Love it. Yes, Charlotte. Construction is so cutthroat. It's a doggy dog world, and I ain't gonna lie to you. The climate has changed ever since COVID. People are way more unreliable. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what COVID did to us, but it messed us up and got us believing we ain't gotta work. We ain't gotta. I don't know what's going on. People ain't gotta keep their word no more. But in construction, for example, there's some great black contractors out there. Let me say this before I speak negativity or what can be deemed as negativity. I'm just speaking facts. But there's some great black contractors out there, and I've been blessed to have found some great plumbers, HVAC guys, electricians after many years. But there are so many Negroes that are not. There's no protection in this field. Like, I be getting ganked sometimes by black men, and I be like, damn, bro, like I'm giving you money. You making money with me. This is a bridge you shouldn't want to burn. You know, this is a bridge you should want to keep open because it's a funnel for you to get money and feed your family. And it's me wanting to do business with black people, a black man, and then build my own community up instead of putting all this money into everybody else's pockets. Let me put this money in your pocket. But at the same time, give me some love back. Don't gank me. Show up on time. Finish the job. Don't take my deposit and run. Be reliable. Be honest. If you don't know how to do something, don't just jackleg my stuff. Leave it raggedy. Now I got to repay somebody to do it over. Protect me as a black woman in this business. As a man, period. And I'm not just blaming black men. I'm not going there because it's black women all jacked up too these days. They got us believing we are men. Got us believing that we got to have a BBL to look like something to be wanted. Baby, they got us all souped up too. They got us thinking we don't need a man. INDEPNDEND. That's the I mean. No, I need my man. What? I need the covering of my man. God made Adam first. I need Adam. I need my Adam. What? Never. Yeah, I can be a grinder. I can be independent. I can still get my own and all this and that. But now I want the covering of my man. I want the leadership of my husband. I want him to guide us. I want to be able to lean into him 100% and be like, yes, my man got us. I ain't got to overthink. I ain't got to overcompensate for being a strong black woman, which I love being a strong black woman. But hell, it comes with trauma. I posted something the other day where it said being strong and hurt come with trauma. Because in order to be strong, you done had to been through some stuff. You done had to be knocked down too many times and hurt too many times to even realize you are strong. I'm tired of that. No, I want to be in my soft girl, soft wife era. You know what I'm saying? Let my man take the lead, honey. Because I'm going to be like, he got it. He got it. My man got it. I don't want no man that I treat like a peon. And no. I'm going to let you be who God made you to be, baby. And I'm going to be exactly who I am supposed to be. So that God made me be your multiplier. Yeah, multiply your seeds, multiply your finances. Yeah, that's me. I'm the multiplier, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, they do women any kind of way. Baby, let you walk up into a car dealership and you don't know nothing about nothing. Or try to get your car fixed and you don't know nothing about nothing. Girl, you finna get ganked. They about to tell you, yeah, your alternator finna run out. You know, you need a new alternator. Whole time, baby, you just need to tune up. You need a new battery. Something wrong with the battery plugs, spark plugs. It ain't even an alternator. You been spent $5,500 on something that you didn't even need just because somebody trying to get a little something. It's bad out here. Doggy dog world, man.
Yep.
That's why you got to have covering out here. You need a covering of a husband that's in the word. You need a covering of friends around you who are spiritually grounded and connected. You need the covering of your family.
Yeah.
Stop letting these people lie to y'all. I'm over the lies. You can't lie to me no more. No, ma'am. I see through that shit. See through it all. Uh, See through all the lies. You go ahead. You go ahead and take them out. Her. You go outside, Poopy? Go use the bathroom. Okay, use the bathroom, Pope. Go use the bathroom, Stan. Just go out there and let him use the bathroom. So, that's just me. I've been on a tangent here for the last, it's been like an hour, I guess, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. I lose track of time because time is not even real. But, yeah, man, I want to connect with like-minded people. I want to get money with like-minded people. I want to be in a community with like-minded people. Like one of my dreams is for me to be able to buy enough land somewhere and build my own community. And I ain't just saying to renovate, flip houses, make all this money. No, I mean like build my own community of people that are like-minded. Like, let's live over here, y'all. Like, let's have our own way of the land over here, and let's just be a community, like a real community, where our children can play outside. We ain't got to worry about the raper man coming and snatching them up because he want to sell their organs or molest them and do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they could play like outside like they used to back in the day. We ain't got to worry about those kinds of things. Sorry. I got people texting me. I about seen it all. And through it all, no matter whatever life has to dish me, I try my best not to get bitter. It's okay to be mad or feel away during that time. But I just try not to let life keep me bitter or make me bitter. I just try to learn and take whatever situation as a lesson to heighten my life. And I just try to keep it moving. And your village of people will be, your village of people will find you, and you will find your village of people. Kindred spirits will always connect. They will always connect. If they're able to, they will always connect. But that's all I'm saying, man. Like, but I do, and let me say this, I'm going to end on a positive note. Shout out to all the black people that's really out here doing the damn thing. Shout out to all the black people and the black men and women who have decided to honor God's word and marry and build a family and build their wealth together. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing the damn thing and y'all making us look good. You deserve a pat on your back for the men who decided to marry a beautiful black queen and let her bear his children.
Yeah.
Not saying it's, you can't mix or whatever, but I'm just shouting out my people right now. Shout out to y'all for doing the damn thing and keeping it going and breaking the curses and living outside the norms of how they are, trying to manipulate our people. Shout out to you for doing the damn thing. And I want to see more of it. I want to see more black people getting married, young black people getting married, building financial success and wealth with each other and uplifting each other and supporting other married couples and, supporting each other through this journey of life. Shout out to those people who are out here trying to do right, trying to just put themselves and their families and their loved one in a better position, who are trying to, live a righteous life, who are trying to get more connected spiritually, you know what I mean? And not be so worldly and vain. Shout out to y'all, because y'all making us look good, and y'all, and I'm proud of you. If ain't nobody told you, I'm proud of you. We need more of this, man, because we're coming upon a time where we're gonna need each other to survive. And it's happening faster than we thought. Just think about it. A lot of things that we thought we would never see, we're seeing it. I used to think I'd never see a black president. We saw that. I used to think I would never see, this and that and all these different things and technology and stuff that's happening. We used to be like, oh, that's going to happen, but, way, way beyond our time. No, the stuff is happening right now. Things are happening more and more each day right in front of our faces. So, yeah, it's going to be a point in time. God says it's going to be a point in time where we're going to have to come together as an army. And only the strong will survive. Keep that in mind. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Be great. Stay blessed. And yeah, stay prayed up out here. These streets is treacherous. Bye.
All right. So what y'all think about what she said? She dropped a lot of gems and everything. I agree with everything Sunny said in this video. We pretty much we are our brother's keepers, and I feel like sometimes we kind of lose sight of that because everybody is always trying to be in competition with everybody, which I don't know why people would want to do that. And she mentioned it. Our people are the worst at that because other cultures do come together and band together and help pull the other up, but it's always our people, black people, who feel that they always have to be in competition because they don't like to see the next person do better than them, come up better than them, have more than them. And it's sad. It's real sad that we have that mentality when really, it's really not about that. And I told you how I feel, child. I love to see our people coming up. If you pull up beside me in a Bentley, I'm gonna be like, girl, you better do it. Not, child, they think they all that. I just don't have that mentality. I love to see our people do well. I really do. And it's important to find somebody that you can build and grow with because, that's what you're supposed to be doing anyway. Okay. When you choose a mate, when you choose a partner, you're supposed to be picking somebody that you can grow with, that you can build with. If their credit is effed up, get that stuff fixed first before you jump in with both feet because, love don't pay the bills, girl. You got to be able to do some things and you need credit to grow. You need credit to build. So make sure you have all those things on the table. Be, smart about how you moving out here and who you choose to be a part of your growth, okay, and your level up because that's important. It's important who you choose. And yeah, we got to stop tearing each other down, to be honest with you. We really do. We got to stop tearing each other down and we got to focus more on building each other up, especially as women. Women, we are the most jealous, evil people sometimes, and it's sad. And I can say sometimes I'm guilty of saying some shit that I might not need to say, just out of maybe, out of a joke or whatever. But and I got to work on that too. We all do, but I really feel like we need to stop tearing each other down so much and try to strive in terms of building each other up because damn, we all we got. Can't count on the white man to do it. Damn can't count on the other cultures to lift us up, pull us up, and put us in position to be great. So hey, we're gonna have to do it for ourselves. And bottom line is, we are our brother's keepers. That's what it is. So shout out to Sunny for that. I said it in the chat. I see like a huge change in her since she left the show. I don't know if she had like some type of spiritual premonition or something. But she's like a different. I can see a difference in her. I really can. And I kind of like that side of Sunny. I really do. That she didn't allow that show to like taint her and become this, evil, crazy person like the rest of them fools on the show. But yeah, shout out to her. She sounds like she's in a sound mind. She's at peace. She's waiting on Moses to get home so that they can continue to build and do what they're doing. She's holding down his businesses as well as hers, and she's doing a damn thing. So shout out to her for that. I ain't even mad at it. All right, that's what you call a strong black woman who got her man back, and that's what it is, and that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, let's get out of here. Because what time is it? 9. I'm tired as hell. But I did want to share that with you guys. I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles, but I do have a meeting that's going to run over in the morning, and my meeting is at 9. So I'm going to do Car Chronicles directly after that because I don't want to have to start and then stop. Okay, so I want us to go straight through our show. So be looking for your notifications after my meeting in the morning at 9, then I'm going to pop on and do Car Chronicles. Okay, so for those of you that watch my morning show, just letting y'all know, I do have a early morning meeting at 9. So once I finish with that, then Car Chronicles will follow. Okay. Love you guys down. Thank you so much to my mods. I see Scorpion Miss. I see KBR, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast. Thank you, Tyra, as well. That's my other mod. Belle Wilson, thank you all for doing such an awesome job. Thank you to all the content creators that stopped by. Of course, all my Caramelians for stopping by and supporting the video as well. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and you can share the video if you wish to as well. All right, for those of you coming in late, please hit the replay and enjoy the video. Okay, thank you guys so much again. Let's get out of here, honey. If there's nothing else, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.